Lord Cashman.
I beg leave to ask the question standing in my name on the order paper.
My Lords, Uganda's Anti-Homosexuality Act has increased violence and discrimination against LGBT plus people. The UK has made its opposition clear to all levels of the Ugandan government. On the 3rd of April, the Ugandan Constitutional Court struck down some provisions. However, the legislation remains, including the death penalty for so-called aggravated homosexuality. The Deputy Foreign Secretary met the Ugandan Justice Minister on the 3rd of April, underlining the importance of ensuring people are free from persecution, regardless of sexuality, and stressing our concern at this legislation.
My Lords, I congratulate the Government on the action that it has taken so far, but it can and must do more. The Ugandan law criminalises those who even supply services to LGBT people, and as the Minister said, there is aggravated homosexuality faces the death penalty, 20 years in prison for merely being homosexual. The situation is dire and worsening. Arrests, people going into hiding, blackmail and service providers closing. Therefore, I ask the Government to mirror the actions taken by the United States, Canada and the World Bank. Targeted individual named sanctions, access individual assets held in the UK, and an immediate pause on development support which could be used by discriminatory actors. And finally, my Lords, to call upon Uganda to end implementing the law with forced anal examinations. Such barbaric human rights abuses must be vigorously denounced.
Well, I'd start with the last point. I entirely agree with the Noble Lord, and I thank him for all the work he's done on this and many other related issues. This is an appalling situation for minorities in Uganda, and is part of a pattern that we are seeing, unfortunately, across many sub-Saharan African countries. The UK, nobody in Africa can be under no one in Uganda can be under any illusions about the UK's position on this. At every level of government have raised this. We will continue to do so. We don't discuss openly what plans we have in terms of sanctions, but we will look at all alternatives, all opportunities we can to continue to raise this and make sure that the government of Uganda, the Parliament of Uganda and those proposing this legislation understand how devastating this is and how what an enormous damage has been done to Uganda's reputation in the world, and I'll continue to work with him and others to make sure that we are taking every action we can.
My Lords, I entirely support entirely what Lord Cashman has just said about Uganda.